my channel. My name is Casey if you are new here, and if you are new, I would love for you to go down below and subscribe to my channel and click the little bell button so you'll never miss when I post a new video. I'm repping FIU today. Go Panthers. It's like, I'm not even really into sports and stuff, but still gonna rep my school, you know. Anyway, this is my natural hair series called Curls with Casey, where I go into detail about everything you would need to know about going natural. There is a full playlist with all of the videos from this series if you missed any of the previous ones. And also click that little bell button so you'll never miss when I post a new episode. They all kind of go in order, so if you miss one, you might be lost going forward, so keep track. So these previous 2 weeks, we talked about natural hair oils, both carrier oils and essential oils. So now that you guys have kind of like an understanding of oils, I kind of want to go into more detail about understanding natural hair care labels. If you're not reading the labels, how do you know that what's in it's gonna work for your hair? And how do you know if those ingredients are really all natural like the label may say it is? And how do you know what's good and what's bad for your hair? So today I'm going to talk to you guys about some ingredients that you want to avoid and abort if you see on natural hair labels. Now some of these are kind of unavoidable, but I still want you guys to be like on the lookout for them, because some natural hair lines may claim that they don't have certain things in them, and they do. So that way, if you know these things, you'll be able to point them out when you read them on the labels, and you'll be like good to go. So first things first, let's talk about alcohol. There are good and bad alcohols when it comes to products. A lot of people think that alcohol is just strictly bad for your hair, but there are some good ones. Good alcohols are actually fatty alcohols that come from plants and oils. In a lot of cases, these good alcohols are used in natural hair products to make the ingredients mix together a lot better. For example, these good alcohols can help make the water and the oil in a product come together so that way they do not separate. Because you guys know that oil and water, they cancel each other out. So these good alcohols help to make sure that they don't, separate. Good alcohols are actually very important for slip. A lot of detangling products and products that are like aimed to conditioning and moisturizing have these alcohols in them as well. They just add a lot of slip and like temporary moisture to the hair. Emphasis on the temporary moisture. You don't want these good alcohols to be like one of the first alcohols on the label, because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to give you long-lasting moisture. It's gonna feel moisturized for that moment. That's why a lot of cheaper products have these alcohols that I'm going to name like very high up on their list, because it kind of tricks you into thinking that it's moisturizing your hair, but it's not. And like I said, they are good alcohols, but you don't want them to be one of the main ingredients in your products. Now, I know what these alcohol names look like, so I can like point them out, but I cannot pronounce them correctly. So I have them on my computer here. I'm going to try to pronounce them. I'm going to put them on the screen so you guys can see them, because when you see the name, you'll pick it up everywhere, but you probably won't be able to read it, because I can't read it. So we have Cetyl alcohol. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's the one that's mostly used in products for detangling. We have Stearyl alcohol, Myristyl alcohol, Lauryl alcohol, Behenyl alcohol, and Cetearyl alcohol. I promise you guys, once you see these alcohol names, you'll be able to pick them out, but you won't be able to like say it. But that's okay, because as long as you can pick them out, it's fine. Don't stress yourself out about being able to pronounce them, because I've been looking at these names forever and I still can't pronounce them correctly. So like I said, these are considered the good alcohols. So if you see these on labels, don't freak out. They're not the drying ones. But like I said, they do provide somewhat of a temporary moisture. So you don't want them to be one of the most potent ingredients in your natural hair products. You'll notice that in a lot of higher end products, they will have these alcohols in them because they're needed to bind the oil and the water together, but they will not be high on the list, which is a good thing, which is why the product costs more. So now let's talk about the bad alcohols that you want to look out for in products. These alcohols are considered short chain alcohols, and they will dry out your hair. You may notice these in a lot of drugstore natural hair products as well, because these alcohols are easier to get, so they're easier to put in products, which makes the product more affordable. 9 times out of 10 in higher end products or higher price point products, you're not going to see these alcohol names at all. These are a tad bit easier to pronounce. We have SD alcohol 40, we have ethanol alcohol, we have propyl alcohol, we have SD alcohol by itself, so there's 2 SD alcohols. There's one 40 and one just regular SD. And then Isopropyl Alcohol. If you're a chemist, I'm sure you know how to pronounce these. Please do not drag me in the comments. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you see any of these alcohols on your natural hair labels, just run. It's gonna dry your hair out. Simple as that. Okay, so next let's talk about sulfates. Now, sulfates, if you've been in the natural hair community for more than 2 minutes tops, you probably know that sulfates are not good for your hair. It's all over the place. Don't use shampoos with sulfates. Don't use products with sulfates. Sulfates, sulfates, sulfates. But just in case you don't know, I'm not judging you. Sulfates not only dry out your hair, but they also can create a lot of frizz. And for textured hair, no bueno. Now there are sulfates that are a little bit more gentle than other sulfates. There are a lot of shampoos, even shampoos that claim to be all natural, that have the more gentle sulfates in them because they do help to cleanse the hair. If you can avoid sulfates altogether, that's great. But if you have a lot of product buildup, it's okay to use sulfate like once every month or so, but you don't want to use it all the time. So these are the sulfates that you want to avoid in products. Gotta pull up the computer again. We have ammonium Luryl sulfate, we have sodium Luryl sulfate, sodium Laureth sulfate, Myreth Sulfate, sodium Alkybenzene dodecylbenzenesulfonate. Yo, I can't pronounce that. That's going on the screen. And Luryl Sulfate. I will try to put all these names in the description box below so that way they'll be easier for you guys to find them whenever you need to like quickly look while you're in the store. But as long as your product does not have any of these sulfates that I just named, it may be a gentle sulfate, so it's okay to use. But these are very, very harsh and drying for the hair. Last but not least, I want to talk about mineral oil and petroleum. I get so many questions asking like, why is mineral oil not good? Why is petroleum not good? Why can't I put Vaseline in my scalp? It's like no one's ever asked me that before, but I feel like somebody might. Don't put Vaseline on your scalp. I'm gonna tell you why now. Both mineral oil and petroleum can really clog your pores on your scalp, which can prevent hair growth, which can cause irritation and just scabbing and a mess. There are some people that are mineral oil and petroleum tolerant, but why risk that, you know? Why try to find out when there are products that are mineral oil and petroleum free? Petroleum also really weighs down the hair. Even if you have very, very thick hair, it will still weigh your hair down, which is surprising, right? Because you think it's thick, so it will like shield the hair, but no, it will actually weaken the hair and then make it more porous, which is not good. So just avoid mineral oil and petroleum altogether if you can. There are lots of other ingredients that work like in the same way that they do, like shea butter, for example, mango butter. Any type of butter is usually used in place of petroleum for that thick feeling. And mineral oil, I don't even know why the heck people put mineral oil in hair products nowadays. It was very popular like way, way, way long ago when we didn't know anything about natural hair ingredients and natural hair in general. But now we have so many amazing oils that we've discovered. Why are we even still using mineral oil in our products? Not to say that you can't, because like I said, there are some people that can, but I just personally would avoid it altogether. Especially if you've never tried it, just don't do it. If you want to lean towards products that are fragrance free and color pigment free, I don't even know how products can consider themselves natural if they have any type of added pigment or any type of added fragrance, because you have to use something synthetic for that. But those can cause a lot of irritation to your scalp and your hair, and it can actually cause your skin to break out. So just avoid products with heavy fragrance. If fragrance is like the last ingredient on the jar, like you might be okay. But I personally like to use products that are naturally fragranced. So they don't use any type of synthetic fragrance. The smell comes from the scent from the essential oils or the carrier oils or whatever it's in the product naturally. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something, and hopefully you will look out for some of these ingredients in the natural hair products that you're buying in the store. This has really helped me out because before I didn't know anything about these ingredients and I was just buying and stuff was not working. And now that I know like certain ingredients to look out for, I'm like cancel. And it's a lot easier for me to pick products for myself. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Give this video a nice little thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And check out the other videos in this playlist if you haven't seen them already as well. You might learn some more stuff. Thanks again for watching, you guys, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye!